Welcome everybody to another marketing review. Today we're going to go over the Miami Skyline cruise of South Beach and Millionaire homes. And before we get started, I want to say that I'm a marketing expert and I like to give feedback on your listing, your website, or your social media because I think it's always good to have a different view, a different point of view, and somebody else looking at it and giving feedback. And that's what we do. So today we're focused on this tour. And before we get started, let me remind you, these videos are all 10 minutes. We have a countdown timer that we're going to start right now. And let's begin. So the first thing I notice when I come here is the choice of these photos. This is a couple that's overlooking. It's kind of iconic. I've seen this so many times. So it's always nice to kind of see this iconic photo. And I kind of just go back. These photos could be a little bit better. And keep in mind, I'm not being negative on these tours. I like everything that I see. I'm just giving feedback on your listing or what you put online, and it has nothing to do with anything. This photo looks a little not balanced. You could have cropped that and rotated a little bit. And then if you want to see some more photos, this is, I believe, of a water taxi boat. Now, that's a water taxi boat. I'm familiar with that. And what we're doing when we do this is we're looking to see any exterior photos of the boats. And that's what I kind of always want to take a look at. There's 76 photos. I can't go through them all. And there we have an exterior shot of the boat that you do. And that's all on a water taxi boat. And plenty of photos. Looks good. Now, the next thing I want to do is I want to look at here 2,188 reviews. Obviously, this is important that you get a lot of reviews. This is a 4-star review, so that's pretty cool to kind of see. So that means that it's a very popular tour as well. And here it's an hour and a half, and it's offered in English and I believe Spanish. Now, I just like this section right here. Cruise around Miami, spotting out multi-million-dollar homes. Enjoy a cash bar with food and beverages on board. This activity features Spanish and English. Upgrade the tour with the Miami City Bus. Tour Everglades. Miami is known for, I like to read the description real quick. Miami is known as the Magic City for many reasons, one of which is exceptional number of astounding mansions. All right, it kind of doesn't flow. Maybe it's just me reading, but the million-dollar homes of Hibiscus Island are just a few of the impressive sights you'll see on this cruise departing from Biscayne Bay. Sail around the city and see famous Venetian islands, Sunset Island, and Star Island, where Al Capone Mansion is located. It's not on Star Island, it's on a different island. The bi-level yacht has a cash bar as well, as you can cruise with a cocktail. 90-minute sightseeing cruise, alcohol, gratuities, hotel. Meeting point, Bayside Marketplace, what to expect, additional information, confirmation will be received, time of booking, wheelchair accessible, stroller accessible. Most travelers can participate, arrive at 45 minutes prior to departure as mall is big and parking made extra time. So a couple other things. This is attractions for us. So near public transportation, that's all accurate. Now, the one thing I like to do is look at the competition of different things there are to do. So the first thing I highlight is I highlight this, and then we go to a Google listing and we try to search and say, what is the competition that we're looking at? Let me look at the time. We have 6.5 minutes to go. So you have a Miami Skyline 90-minute cruise. That's still theirs, Miami Skyline Cruise, okay. You got a company that's advertising on Google for Millionaire's Row. You got Get Your Guide listing, TripAdvisor, and Miami Skyline Cruises. I'm going to click in there and see that this is a different type. And what I'm trying to do is look at who is booking this. Bayside, Miami Skyline Cruises, Bayside Boat Tours, Miami Boat Tours, and that is a couple different listings. family friendly, and they are listing, I don't know who's listing this, but looks like they're using Bay Ride Cruises, and that's what they kind of do. So that's kind of what I'm looking at here. And so far, there's nothing that I see about this listing, but the only thing I like to do is see if you can find the company that's actually selling these things. So here's another good part. Where do we meet? Cruise departs from and will be provided on your ticket. How early should I go? 30 minutes. It said 45 minutes above, where it says right here, please arrive 30 minutes prior. Now it's 45 minutes, a little discrepancy there. Is there parking near the departure point of sightseeing of the sightseeing cruise? So there's a bunch of Q&A, and then there's some traveler photos, and I just want to see what type of photos the travelers host. Now this is Miami, a totally different area, so it looks like there's the sightseeing, there's the Everglades, so they're posting a lot of different photos don't necessarily relate to the Skyline cruise. And so that's the only thing that I noticed here is the travelers are doing a couple different things and got good 4-star ratings. Now the only thing is I'm trying to see who's putting this on. So if you wanted to look into this listing right here, it is additional information. Attractions for Us is the one that's operated by. And there's nothing that I would kind of change about this listing. It obviously is a very popular tour. They have a bunch of photos on there. They have pictures of the boat on the exterior, and then maybe a couple of little verbiage right there, and maybe a list of what type of beverages are available for purchase. And then let's just read what to expect. And then Bayside Marketplace, Port of Miami, downtown, Port of Miami, Fisher Island, show less. And there's nothing really I would do. Now, the only thing is I want to go back to how this is marketed across the internet to see who is doing videos. And if we come here, this video was put out, looks like an individual. You get advanced AI capability. And it starts into the parking lot. That's not a good video in my mind, but that is, up for, what they want to kind of include in their video. And I'll just come back here and see what else I can find about this tour. Miami Boat Cruises, Expedia, and Get Your Guide list. Let's go to Get Your Guide. Let's see how much time we got. We got 2 minutes left. And it says Sightseeing Cruise to Millionaire's Homes, Bay Ride Tours. And this is a different company that's listing these. And we'll come back through. And then you got Millionaire's Row Sightseeing Cruise with a little cartoon map. I'm not sure that that's the best picture to be listed for Millionaire's Row. They're $35, $25, and that is going to do it. So when I look at this company and I think to myself that this is a Miami Skyline cruise of South Beach and Millionaire Homes, they do a pretty good job of listing it. I don't see any other listing. It doesn't look like they're competing with their website, which is always good, because sometimes when I look at other tours, there's a price discrepancy between what they list on their website and what they list on Viator, and then that gives you additional information. And if we want to see what they're charging, we will click down here to see check availability. And it looks like it is a different price depending on the day. $33, $34, $35, $36. So depending on which day, there's a different amount. And that is going to do it on my review here. Looks like they pretty much have it in lock, and there's nothing really to say about that. So this is A-okay. I don't see that many different changes to do. So we're a little ahead of ourselves. So I always want to tell you that I am a person that does reviews for their marketing. I would like to compare this website and other listings that they have online, but otherwise it looks like it's pretty solid. They got some nice pictures on there, and I don't see anything that you need to change. So we're a little early, but don't forget, if you find this video helpful, please put a like on this video. Don't forget to follow us. And then also lastly, if you want to make a purchase for this tour, I'll put it in the video's description as well. And that's going to do it for this video. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.